name is Zak Ketterson and I'm from Bloomington, Minnesota. I live in St. Louis Park now and I'm on Team Berkey, which is a professional ski team based here in Minneapolis. We train right out of the Trailhead building in Theodore Wirth Park, which is where the World Cup was last year. And I also am on the US ski team, which takes up most of my time in the winter where I race World Cup. And still like to try to get back for some local races like the Berkey, and whenever I'm in town, love to hop into even just a local 5K or something. But yeah, summer and fall, I am based right here in Minneapolis. I've done 3 years as a professional skier, going into my fourth. Spent a lot of time actually last year in Norway, something I had always wanted to try, but really excited to be back here in the Twin Cities. And yeah, honestly, I missed it a lot. Like, I have always thought that the facilities in other countries or even other states were better. But the more time I spent in other places, the more I realized that what we have here, right here in the Twin Cities, is pretty special. And just both our facilities and our community. And I just am really excited to be back. So the big goal for me this season is going to be centered around the 2025 World Champs. And that's going to be, believe it or not, in Trondheim, Norway, where I trained a lot last year. So that'll be really fun for me. It's kind of a second home for me. I've spent a lot of time there, and yeah, I mean, it's only every other year that there's a World Champs race, and I'm starting to get at that point in my career where I'm old enough to hopefully have some pretty big goals. And so, you know, I'd like to do really well there, and also just World Cup in general. Like, I'm on the US ski team, so I'll be flying over to Europe in November and starting with Ruka and Finland, Sweden, going to all these World Cups, and hopefully just able to have a good World Cup season too. And then I guess kind of the other race series besides World Champs that I'm hoping to do well at is the Tour de Ski. It's every single year in January, and it's kind of like mirrors the Tour de France, where you have different stages, and it kind of covers skate, classic, distance sprinting, and it sort of, at the end of it, crowns the best overall skier for that week-long period, you could say. So I think that's a event that's really fun to target, and one that I've done a couple times before and haven't really nailed it yet. So I feel like it'll be really fun to try to nail that this year. And yeah, but the World Champs is the big goal. So I'm partnering with Gear West this year, and it's really fun for me to kind of feels really full circle to partner with the shop where I bought my first pair of real race skis. I'm actually sitting up here on the top floor of their shop where all of their skis are, and not even 10 meters away from me is where I was standing in 2013 when I bought my first pair of real race skis. And it was Jan's husband, Brian, who helped me out. It was a couple pairs of Fishers, you know, one classic and one skate. And yeah, I won my first Minnesota State meet on those skis. I won my first junior nationals podiums with those skis. And I think a lot about how those skis are kind of the tools that I use to really become a competitive skier and to really care about ski racing and want to be a ski racer. Because, you know, when I came into that shop in 2013, I had no idea what I was doing and didn't really know the first thing about equipment, skis or poles or anything. And I feel like Brian and Jan and the staff here at Gear West really took care of me and walked me through the process. And yeah, I mean, I got some awesome equipment there that really elevated me to be able to compete at all of the big races at the time. And yeah, it's funny. I mean, those skis, if I didn't have those skis, maybe I wouldn't be a professional skier here today. My experience is one that's really common in the cities. Like, people who shop here and buy skis here, they want to come back and they want to spread the good word. And I'm sure my parents, you know, my mom was a skier, like I said, and I'm sure one of her friends sent her here because she has this sort of master group of moms that she trains with. You know, I grew up training with Loppet Foundation's Nordic junior team, and a lot of my teammates had moms who also trained. And yeah, my mom and those moms would crush running workouts a few times a week. And I'm sure, though, you know, I know my friends all got their skis here, so it's sort of just this little community that's grown every year. And yeah, I became a part of it back then, and yeah, it's really fun to be at this point now.